Hey, Trey Lewellen here for another wonderful episode of Unstoppable Core. I'm really excited about today's episode. We are going to talk about the big four-letter word, life. Here's what's crazy, is I learned this really cool thing that I'm going to share with you right after this. I'm Trey Lewellen, and over the last 6 months, I've hacked over 40 top-performing funnels by some of the most elite online companies in the world. And the best part? I recorded everything. Join me as I uncover the deepest secrets in the online world and reveal how to cash in using their techniques. Discover it all by visiting MrOnIt.com/masterclass today. So check this out. Imagine real quick, just imagine that this square represents your brain for one day. So this is one day. So as your brain goes throughout the day, it has to fill with information. Okay? And that starts with when you wake up. The alarm clock starts, and that's when your brain turns on and says, you know what, it's time for me to learn. It's time for me to become educated, to adapt to the world, all that stuff that's going on. So let's kind of walk through that. So let's just say you have a job. Okay, maybe that's entrepreneurship. You got things to do. You got a lot on your plate. Maybe you're at an actual job, and you're like, man, I can't work on my business until later tonight. So what I want to show you is the difference between waking up early and staying up late and how it affects your business. Because it wasn't until I learned this fact that things started to really take off. So check this out. So let's say you wake up at 8 a.m., okay? So 8 a.m., it's like, okay, what do I need to eat for breakfast? So your brain starts to fill in, and okay, I need to eat this for breakfast, and you start cooking. So you start utilizing and using your brain. Maybe you turn the radio on, maybe the TV's on in the background, so your brain's trying to take that all in, and you're doing that. And then it's time to go to work. Oh, don't forget the kids, they need lunches, so we need to figure out, okay, what do I need to do for lunch? And then the kids are like, oh, by the way, don't forget, I got the doctor's appointment at 3. You're like, okay, I'll put the doctor's appointment at 3, get that done and everything. And then you get to work. And then the first thing that happens is you have a meeting. And you're like, morning meeting, okay, let's get the morning meeting done. This is everything that's happening, we need to do this. Can you analyze these reports? It's gonna be crazy. So you start doing all these analyzing reports, it's crazy. It kind of fills up your day. Oh, by the way, don't forget about the doctor's appointment that happened to be at 3. So you go to the doctor's appointment, learn some other things that you need to give to your child, all that other stuff, kind of crazy, right? Am I talking really fast? I don't know. So here's what's crazy is by the end of the day, you've gone through traffic, you've looked at billboards, you've looked at some other things, and you know what? It's finally time to work on you, on your business. And it wasn't until I started looking at this, is because when you go to sleep, your brain has to process everything that happened that day, store from short-term memory into long-term memory, has to look at and decompensate, okay, what's important, what's not important, do we throw this away, do we keep it? And you gotta look at your brain as a chalkboard. Because when you wake up, your chalkboard is blank. And so there's lots and lots of room to fill up. But after a full day of doing a lot of things, your brain is so full that it requires sleep. But a lot of us, when we start working on our business, when we start getting the time, the quiet time to work on whatever it is that we're working on, our brain is so full that it has a hard time thinking correctly, thinking critically, and making the right decisions. So when you're coming here at night, you're trying to fill in your brain with undisclosed room. There is no room for the stuff you're trying to work on. Now, check this out. The next day, let's say instead of going to bed at 12 o'clock in the morning, you say, you know what, I'm gonna go to bed at 9. I know that's a lot early for you guys, but instead we're gonna wake up extremely early. And what's extreme? I don't know, maybe 5 a.m. This time I wake up. I get up at 5 a.m. You know what I do at 5 a.m.? I go downstairs, I go have a coffee, let my body wake up, maybe possibly brush my teeth. And here's what's really cool, is this is the only thing that's in my brain, and at about 5:15 in the morning, I start to read. I start to educate. I start to listen to podcasts. I start to, browse the internet for things that I've saved that I need to go back and start really researching, start making decisions, start planning my day. So now my brain is energized and full with what it needs to have, what it needs to concentrate on, and it needs that to store and make critical decisions. So I can critically think in the morning, I can read, I can learn, and then I can take the tools that I'm learning and I can apply those to the rest of the day. and the rest of my life, because all this goes into long-term memory versus this right here, there wasn't enough room for it to hit, and you'll barely get that much in. So when I learned this and I started waking up at 5 a.m. versus waking up at when the kids got up, okay, using them as alarm clock, and then trying to stay up late, I would fall asleep with the laptop. I wouldn't get things done. I'd be like, oh, I gotta do this tomorrow. But as soon as I started training my brain to wake up in the morning, everything changed, and it's absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna ask you a question real quick. What are you doing right now? Put in the comments below if you are someone who gets up in the morning early, or if you're a night owl. Are you staying up really late, or are you getting up in the morning? And now after seeing this, will you change your ways? Will you start to get up in the morning? Or are you gonna say, you know what, I'm just a night owl. I think we're gonna stick with night. I'd love to hear it. Put it in the comments, because when you do, what we do is every month we pick a winner from the people who comment below. And when you comment below, we pick a winner out and they win a full year subscription to our masterclass. And what the masterclass is where we go out and hack. We go and hack some of the top funnels, some of the top offers, some of the top online ad companies and ad agencies of what they're doing, pick out the cool stuff that they're changing, the cool stuff that they're learning, and take that and apply it to our business. And I think you should do the same thing. So comment below what your thought is on that. If you're gonna be waking up in the morning or waking up in the night. And speaking of winners, I think I have it around here somewhere in my pocket. So for this month, winner is Walani Abdas Shalom. So congratulations. You've won a year's subscription to our masterclass and behind the scenes of Commerce Kings. Guys, my name is Trey Lewellen. I appreciate you watching this video. Share it with somebody. Share it with somebody who needs to hear this message today. Okay, do me a favor and share this. Well, actually, don't do me a favor. Do them a favor and let them start learning from the Unstoppable Cores. They're absolutely free and they're for you to learn. My name is Trey Lewellen. I'll see you guys on next week's Unstoppable Core.